Natural knee pain relief drink. Collagen Smoothie for arthritis and joint pain. If you're dealing with knee pain, difficulty climbing stairs, or that constant fear of falling when you try to get up from the couch, please know I truly understand what you're going through. I've been there. There was a time in my life when I could hardly make it to the front gate of my house. Each step felt like a heavy burden. My legs would stiffen, my knees creak like old wood, and the pain felt endless. Nights were even worse. I couldn't sleep properly because of the throbbing in my joints. I'd wake up tired, drained, and discouraged, carrying the feeling that my body was rusting away little by little. What made it harder was the sense of loneliness, not knowing what else to try or if I would ever find something that worked. I felt stuck in a cycle of pain and frustration. But then something unexpected happened. One day, a kind neighbor came to visit and told me about a natural drink she had started taking every morning. Honestly, I was skeptical at first, but I was also desperate for some kind of relief. So I told myself, why not? Let's give it a try. That small decision turned out to be the best choice I ever made for my health. Within just a few days of drinking it, I began to notice small but powerful changes. My body started to feel lighter. The heaviness in my legs wasn't the same, and the constant stiffness began to ease. And today, I can happily say that I climb stairs again without pain, without depending on strong medications, and without the fear that used to hold me back. I feel stronger, freer, and much more alive than I thought possible at my age. Now, I want you to have that same chance. If you'd like to know exactly what's in this recipe that transformed my life, stay with me until the very end of this video. I'll walk you step by step through how to prepare it. It's simple, it's affordable, and most importantly, it can bring you the relief you've been searching for. But before I share the recipe, let me ask you something very important. Do you also want to climb stairs without fear, walk with confidence again, and wake up in the morning with renewed energy and lightness? If your answer is yes, then type in the comments right now, I want to live pain-free. This might seem like a small action, just a few words, but trust me, it's much more than that. Writing that phrase is a way of making a commitment to yourself, a promise that you're ready to take the first step toward transforming your routine and reclaiming your independence. And often, it's exactly these small decisions that spark the biggest changes in our lives. The power of the smoothie. The base ingredients of our recipe are prunes, oats, coconut milk, and collagen powder. And let me tell you, before discovering this combination, I had already tried absolutely everything. Ointments, pills, injections, even those teas that promise miracles. You name it, I tried it. But nothing brought lasting relief. The pain in my knees always came back, sometimes stronger than before. And you know what? I finally realized the real secret isn't outside, it's inside. It lies in what we eat every single day. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But the effect it had on my body was shocking, in the best possible way. For years, I searched for solutions that would only mask the problem. Then, when I began drinking the smoothie made with prunes, oats, coconut milk, and collagen, little by little, my life started to change. My pain reduced, my strength came back, and I felt lighter and freer. Now let me break down the power of each of these ingredients for you. Prunes. Out of everything, prunes were the ingredient that surprised me the most. Most people know them for helping digestion, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Prunes are rich in vitamin K, potassium, iron, and magnesium, and they're also loaded with antioxidants like polyphenols. These compounds fight inflammation directly in the joints. That nagging swelling in the knees, the stiffness in your legs, that heavy feeling when you try to move, prunes work naturally to ease that. And it doesn't stop there. They also strengthen bones, support circulation, and improve mobility, which makes a world of difference for anyone who feels pain with every step. Oats. Next, we add oats, which come in as a real reinforcement soldier in this mix. Oats are full of soluble fibers, especially beta-glucan, known for its power to stabilize blood sugar and calm inflammatory processes inside the body. Less inflammation means less discomfort, less stiffness, and more ease of movement. And the best part? Oats give you a steady release of energy throughout the day, so you feel less drained and more ready to live actively instead of just enduring pain. Coconut milk. And then there's the coconut milk, which works almost like oil for the gears of your body. It brings healthy fats that nourish and hydrate from the inside out. It helps the muscles relax, reduces tension, and delivers important minerals like magnesium and potassium, plus vitamin C, all crucial for keeping your nerves, muscles, and joints healthy. It's soothing, strengthening, and incredibly nourishing. Collagen powder. Now, here's the game changer I added to this recipe, collagen powder. And let me tell you why this made such a difference. Collagen is the most abundant protein in our body. It's literally the glue that holds everything together: your skin, your bones, your tendons, and most importantly for us, your cartilage and joints. As we age, our body's natural collagen production decreases dramatically. This is why our joints start to feel stiff, why cartilage breaks down, and why we experience more pain with movement. By adding collagen powder to this smoothie, you're giving your body the exact building blocks it needs to repair and rebuild joint tissue. It helps cushion the joints, reduces friction, and supports cartilage health. Studies have shown that collagen supplementation can significantly reduce joint pain, improve flexibility, and even help regenerate cartilage over time. It works from the inside out, strengthening the very structure of your joints. I use hydrolyzed collagen powder, also called collagen peptides, because it's easily absorbed by the body. You can find it as unflavored powder, which blends perfectly into the smoothie without changing the taste. When these four ingredients come together, prunes, oats, coconut milk, and collagen, something special happens. It's not just a drink. It becomes a daily act of self-care. I began drinking it every morning, and within a short time, I noticed my knees weren't as swollen. I could get out of bed without that heavy struggle. I could walk further without needing to stop every few steps. The stiffness that once held me back started to fade. And let me tell you this, if you also feel like your body is locking up, if climbing stairs feels like a battle, or if you constantly need support just to stand up, this recipe could be the very blessing you've been waiting for. Simple, natural, and powerful. It has the potential to change your routine just like it changed mine. How to prepare the smoothie. Now that you've seen why these ingredients are so powerful, let me guide you step by step on how to prepare this drink the right way, using the ideal measurements and the exact method I personally follow every single day. Grab a pen or jot this down, because these details make all the difference. Ingredients: 6 pitted prunes. If they feel too firm or dry, don't worry. Just soak them in half a cup of warm water for around 15 minutes. This softens them beautifully and makes blending easier. 2 tablespoons of rolled oats. You can choose fine or coarse oats, depending on your texture preference. Both work perfectly well. 1 cup of coconut milk. If you can make it fresh at home, that's the best option because it's creamier and more nutritious. But if you only have boxed coconut milk, that works just fine too. 1 scoop of collagen powder. That's typically about 10 to 20 grams, depending on your brand. Use unflavored, hydrolyzed collagen peptides for best results. Half a ripe banana, optional. This isn't essential, but I recommend it because it adds a natural sweetness, balances the flavor, and provides extra potassium, which is fantastic for muscle and joint function. A pinch of cinnamon powder to taste. Aside from the warm aroma and flavor it brings, cinnamon is a true functional spice. It stimulates circulation, helps regulate blood sugar, and carries anti-inflammatory benefits that further support your joints. Preparation method. Place everything in the blender: the prunes, oats, coconut milk, collagen powder, banana if using, and cinnamon. Now here's a golden tip you cannot skip. Remember that water you used to soak the prunes? Don't throw it away. That liquid is infused with part of the fruit's nutrients and fibers, including antioxidants, potassium, and a natural compound called sorbitol. Sorbitol works as a gentle aid for digestion and helps reduce inflammation in the body. By adding that water to the blender as well, you ensure you don't lose any of the goodness. Once all the ingredients are in, blend for about 2 full minutes until everything turns into a smooth, creamy consistency. You want a texture that's velvety and easy to drink, without any chunks or fibers left behind. If it feels too thick for your taste, you can add a splash of extra water or coconut milk to adjust. And there you have it, your powerful, nutrient-rich, collagen-boosted smoothie, ready to enjoy. When and how to consume for best results. Don't leave just yet, because this part is just as important as the recipe itself. I'll explain exactly when to drink it, how long to keep it in your routine, and in what time frame I personally started noticing results. I'll also share 2 extra ingredient options so you can vary the flavor and never get bored. Because let's be honest, drinking it only once and expecting a miracle simply won't work, right? The real secret is consistency. That was the turning point for me, and I believe it will be for you too. I began drinking this smoothie every single day, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This timing is crucial because in those first waking hours, the body absorbs nutrients more efficiently without interference from other foods. And let me tell you, already within the first 3 mornings, I started noticing small changes. My body felt lighter, less stiff, and I no longer had that rusty sensation when trying to move. After just 1 week of drinking it consistently, the rigidity I felt when getting out of bed had decreased dramatically. My joints began responding more smoothly. My knees didn't feel so locked, and movements like climbing stairs became easier. Not effortless yet, but no longer the exhausting struggle they once were. And here's the best part. I was no longer depending on daily painkillers. That constant reliance on pills, which often brought side effects and only temporary relief, started fading away naturally as my body regained its strength. From the second week onward, I also noticed something else, a boost in energy and vitality. Before, even thinking about walking to the market made me feel exhausted. But with this smoothie, I began walking without fear, with more confidence and stability in my legs. That alone felt like I had gotten a piece of my life back. I committed to drinking this smoothie for 30 consecutive days, from Monday to Saturday. On Sundays, I chose to take a break to let my body rest, but that was simply my personal choice. If you prefer to drink it every single day without breaks, you absolutely can. There's no harm in keeping it daily if it works for you. Nowadays, I like to rotate it with other natural juices and smoothies for variety. But here's something important. Whenever I feel my body starting to stiffen up again or notice discomfort creeping back, I return to this exact recipe. And every single time, the relief comes back. Of course, remember that every body is different. Some people may feel a change in just 3 days. Others might only notice improvement after 2 full weeks. What matters most is not to give up too soon. With patience, care, and consistency, the results will show up and they will last. Variations to keep the smoothie exciting. Speaking of results, I don't want you to fall into the trap of making the same recipe every single day and eventually giving up out of boredom. That's why I'll share some simple variations I personally tried that not only kept the flavor exciting but also gave an extra boost to the health benefits. One of the easiest swaps I made was replacing the banana with an apple. Apples contain quercetin, a natural compound with strong anti-inflammatory properties. This helps reduce joint swelling and stiffness while also giving the smoothie a lighter, fresher taste. It's especially great for those who don't enjoy a drink that's too sweet in the morning. Another day, I decided to add a teaspoon of turmeric with just a pinch of black pepper. This golden duo is famous for fighting pain and inflammation, protecting the joints, and improving circulation. Just remember, use small amounts because turmeric has a strong flavor. The pepper isn't there for spice, but to increase the absorption of curcumin, the active compound in turmeric. Together, they give your body a natural healing boost. I also experimented with adding a teaspoon of chia seeds. These tiny seeds may look simple, but they are loaded with plant-based omega-3, protein, and soluble fiber. They help lubricate the joints, reduce inflammation, and keep digestion running smoothly. Plus, when soaked, they add a pleasant texture to the smoothie that makes it even more satisfying. And here's another variation I truly enjoyed. Instead of using only coconut milk, I sometimes replaced half of it with plain yogurt. This not only made the drink creamier and lighter but also brought probiotics, which support gut health. A healthy gut means better nutrient absorption, which directly benefits bones, joints, and overall energy. Finally, a small but valuable tip. On very hot days, add a few ice cubes before blending. It transforms the drink into a refreshing, chilled smoothie that feels like a treat while still delivering all the nutrients your body needs, including that crucial collagen. By rotating these variations, apple instead of banana, turmeric with black pepper, chia seeds, yogurt swaps, or simply adding ice, I managed to keep this habit going for months without ever getting tired of it. Each version felt like a new recipe, but with the same powerful foundation. And every sip reminded me that I was taking care of my body from the inside out, using nothing more than the natural gifts that truly work, enhanced with the rebuilding power of collagen. Final message. Look, if there's one thing I've learned through the years, it's that pain doesn't just affect the body, it quietly steals so much more. It takes away your will to move, your joy in the little things, and sometimes even the sparkle in your eyes. It makes every step feel heavy, every task feel harder. And slowly, it starts to chip away at your confidence. But here's the beautiful part. When you discover something that truly helps, even if it's as simple as a natural recipe, it feels like hope comes back to live inside you. This is not about miracles or instant solutions. It's about making a conscious choice to care for yourself with what life and nature have already placed at our fingertips. Something as small as a daily glass of this smoothie, prepared with consistency and a little faith, turns into much more than just a drink. It becomes a true act of self-love, a daily reminder that you are choosing to honor your body and give it what it needs to heal and stay strong. And that, my friend, carries an immense power, far greater than we often imagine. So even on the days when your body feels heavy, even when fatigue tries to slow you down, don't give up on yourself. Every pain-free step you manage to take is already a victory. Every lighter morning when you wake up with less stiffness and more energy is a win worth celebrating. And if you believe, as I do, that God placed in the simple things of life everything we need to take care of ourselves, then hold on to that faith. Because while the body may grow older and weaker, the soul, when it has hope, can be renewed every single day. Now let me ask you, are you going to keep living with the same pain, or are you ready to take this small but powerful step toward a life of more lightness and freedom? Will you wait another month watching the days go by, or will you start tomorrow morning giving your body the care it deserves? If you're truly committed to transforming your life, do this not only for yourself, but also for those who love you and want to see you well. Share this video with someone you know who also suffers and needs relief, because sometimes one simple piece of information can change an entire life. Comment below what you felt listening to this, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next tips and natural recipes. And before you go, don't forget, if you like this smoothie, click on the video that's appearing on the screen right now. In it, I share another natural blend that also helped me relieve joint pain and can perfectly complement the care you started today. Go watch it, and let's keep walking this journey together, step by step, with more health, more faith, and more well-being every day. Thank you for being here, and may God bless your journey to wellness. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell